What is quality content and how to measure quality content? Is there any tools to check quality content? Um, so yeah, there. So first of all, quality content is. I'll just start from the beginning.
Go down the deep dive. You've been deep diving into this recently, no?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm trying to basically up our content game, or my content game in general. Just how we've been doing it. It's a bit dated, and um, yeah, I mean, our focus is backlinks, and it has been for a very long time. Just kind of trying to be a little more well-rounded or whatever. So anyway, with content, it starts from square one. You need to have done your keyword research properly. You need to match search intent. If you're not matching search intent, unless it's some like small keyword where Google hasn't really established search intent for it yet, I mean,
Yes.
you're just not gonna rank for something, right? It's just way more hardcore now. So doing proper keyword research, making sure you're matching for search intent first and foremost, and then I mean your content needs to be, of course, written in good like English or whatever. Um, a good tip is to write your content at an eighth grade reading level. Um, if you hold up, give me 1 second. Da, 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 da. Um, yeah, you can use this tool here to check uh, basically readability. This will make sure that it's it's basically you want to use like simple sentences. You want to use short sentences, and you want to use not difficult words. You want to use like the simplest words possible. You're writing for the algorithm first and foremost, and so keeping things just very clean cut, like robotic speech, is the best thing to do. But also for your readers, it's easier to digest information like that. When someone's trying to learn about a topic or whatever, they don't care about your creative writing or complex flowery writing. They're trying to.
I have that problem.
A lot of people have that problem.
I'm so
A
bad
lot
at
of
it.
a lot of writers have that problem, and so when you're trying to train them for writing for what you want for SEO, it's something you have to kind of beat out of them, right? But yeah, I mean, you're writing for a computer, you have to kind of write like a computer and just make it as simple as possible. Um, Next up, so what did I cover? I covered search intent, I covered writing simply. So yeah, you also want to cover your topic fully, right? Um, and so there's a bunch of ways you can use like a tool like Surfer SEO, um, and that'll definitely help with stuff. Uh, there we go. Yeah, Surfer will help with yeah, basically they judge your competitors, and you can pick like which ones you want to kind of be the same as, and it'll spit out like content length or how much you're supposed to be using certain keywords and stuff like that, or
It's data based. Yeah.
maybe some questions that you should be answering in your article, stuff like that. But in general, even if you're not using Surfer, you could do it without Surfer. Surfer just kind of streamlines it. You want to just make sure that you're covering the topic fully. So look at some of the top ranking articles that are similar in search intent, or the type of content that you're going to be writing, and look at all the topics that they're covering. And look at more than once. Maybe look at the top three or whatever, even top five if you wanted to. Look at all the topics that they're covering, and then take all of, maybe not all of them, but take the best ones from each one and create something better, right? Create something that you think covers the topic more fully, and because you're doing this, because you're taking stuff from all the other ones that the number one didn't have, you're actually putting something together that's more comprehensive, that Google might see as covering the topic more fully, and thus awarding it as better content. On top of that, of course, make sure that you're doing all your on-page SEO correctly. Your inner-page URLs, your H tags, your title, your meta tags, all that stuff. Not keyword stuffing, anything like that. But yeah, in general, match search intent. Write simple, clean sentences. You could even go into more stuff like, don't make like big paragraphs, like walls of text, like split it up. Use images and stuff to split it up so there's no just huge walls of text or anything. Keep the user, keep them engaged rather than just text all the time. Just kind of break it up a little bit so it's easier to digest. Cover the topic fully. You can use tools like Surfer to gauge that, or if you don't have the money for something like Surfer, you can go in, you could just use like a copy and paste into a word counter and get the average of, the top 3, and that's your average content length. Go for something a little bit more than that. And then, go from there. And you could even do the same thing with keyword density. You could search for certain keywords in the content length and actually do the math and divide it out. Say that this keyword appeared in the text this many times and they had that many words. So, I want it in basically the same ratio in mind. A tool like Surfer just makes it easier. And I guess the last thing I'll say is that, make sure that your content is factual. Make sure that it's correct. Make sure that you're speaking to the person that you're trying to convert. If your target audience, for the article, if it's like something, it's like top of the funnel, like very like general stuff, you need to talk to them like they're a newbie. If it's more of an advanced topic where they actually know more about this thing, it's more, then you need to write for that person. And the quality of writing, the topics that you dive into, and it all needs to hold up. They need to be able to say, well, okay, this isn't bullshit. They know what they're talking about, so I can trust this source. That's kind of a very rambling answer.
It's good though. I mean, like, you're really hitting a lot of,
there's just a lot of
topics for content, which I feel like A, we don't talk about very much, but B, doesn't really get talked about that much in depth, at least on YouTube.
It's definitely, we used to we used to really make fun of, because people would say content is king, and even not that long
back
ago,
in the day, there was a time,
even just a couple years ago, I just feel like content wasn't important. It was like the Wild West. We could just lean on backlinks super hard and nothing else mattered. But even just in the last, maybe 3, 4, 5 years, I feel like the content has really, you really have to kind of up your game on it now, and you really have to do things a lot better. But it's definitely worth talking about, and it's something that, like Nick said, I've been kind of brushing up on, just getting more in depth with stuff on. So yeah, hopefully that helped you out. Do you have anything to add on that, Nick?
No.
And I'm sure I'm forgetting some stuff. It's just kind of a very big question, right? But yeah, hopefully that helps. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Be sure to check the description below for links to our blog for more info on this topic, along with a bunch of other cool stuff like case studies, our Facebook community, and our link building services. And like always, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell if you enjoyed the video. Thanks and happy ranking.